Hello everyone, welcome to Finance by Avisha and Arpita. In today's video, we'll see the Fibonacci retracements. The topic of Fibonacci retracements is quite intriguing. To fully understand and appreciate the concept of Fibonacci retracement, one must understand the Fibonacci series. The origins of the Fibonacci series can be traced back to the ancient Indian mathematical scripts, with some claim dating back to 200 BC. However, in the 12th century, Bogulu, an Italian mathematician from Pisa, known to his friend as Fibonacci, discovered Fibonacci numbers. The Fibonacci series is a sequence of numbers starting from 0 arranged so that the value of any number in the series is the sum of previous two numbers. The Fibonacci series is as you can say it starts from 0. I'll just write it down. It starts with 0 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 5 8 13 21 34 55 89 144 233 377 610, so on and so forth. Notice from the following, यहाँ पर if you will see, 233 is the sum of 144 and 89. So this is the sum of these two. 144 is sum of 89 and 55. So this is the sum of this and 55. And 89 is the sum of these two. 89 is equal to 34 plus 55. So needless to say, the series extends to infinity. There are few interesting properties of the Fibonacci series. Dividing any number in the series by the previous number, the ratio is always approximately equal to 1.618. So if you divide 610 and you divide it by 377, this divided by this, then number that comes out to be 1.618. Again, 377, if you divide it by 233, you get it 1.618. So the ratio of 1.618 is considered as the golden ratio, also referred to as the pi. So Fibonacci numbers have their connection to nature. The ratio can be found in the human face, flower, petals, animal bodies, fruits, vegetables, rock formation, galaxy formation, etc. Of course, let us not getting into this discussion, as we would be uh, digressing from the topic. From those interested, I would suggest you search on the internet for golden ratio examples, and you will be pleasantly surprised. Further into the ratio properties, one can find remarkable consistency when a number is in the Fibonacci series is divided by its immediate succeeding number. For example, 89 divided by 144 is 0.618. 144 divided by 233. So basically, if you divide this number by this number, the number that comes out to be 0.618. And if you divide 55 divided by 89, the number comes out to be 618 again. At this stage, do bear in mind that 0.618 when expressed in percentage is 61.8%. Similarly, consistency can be found when any number in the Fibonacci series is divided by a number two places higher. So if 13 is divided by this 13 is divided by 34, the number comes out to be 0.382. 21, this 21 divided by 55, so the number comes out to be again 0.382. So 0.382 when expressed in percentage terms is 38.2%. Also, consistency is what is when a number in the Fibonacci series is divided by number 3 place higher. So basically 13 divided by 55. So if you divide this 13 by 55, the number comes out to be 0.236, or you can say 21 divided by 89, number comes out to be 0.236. So 0.236 when expressed in percentage terms is 23.6%. Now coming back to our topic, Fibonacci, so the relevance to stock market. So we learn about the Fibonacci series, how it is related to us in the stock market. It is believed that the Fibonacci ratio, that is 61.8%, 38.2% and 23.6%, finds its application in stock charts. Fibonacci analysis can be applied when there is noticeable up move and down move in prices. Whenever the stock moves either upwards or downwards sharply, it usually tend to retrace back before its next move. For example, if the stock has run up from rupees 50 to rupees 100, it is likely to retrace back to probably rupees 70 before moving to rupees 120. The retraceable level forecast is a technique that can identify up till basically up to which level retracement can happen. These retracements level provide a good opportunity for the traders to enter new position in the trend direction. The Fibonacci ratio, that is 61.8%, 38.2% and 23.6%, help the trader identify the retracement possible extent. The trader can use these levels to position himself for trade. Look at the chart here. I am encircling 2 points in the chart at rupees 380 where the stock started its rally, and at rupees 489 where the stock price peaked. I would now define the move of 109, 380 minus 489 as the Fibonacci up move. As per the Fibonacci retracement theory, after the up move, one can anticipate a correlation in the stock to last up to the Fibonacci ratio. For example, the first level up to which the stock can correct would be 23.6%. If this stock continue to correct further, the trader can match out for the 38.2% and 61.8% levels. Notice in the example, the stock had retraced up to 61.8%, which coincide with 4 to 1.9 before it resumed the rally. We can arrive at 421 by using simple math as well. Total Fibonacci up move 109. 61.8% of the Fibonacci up move, 61.8% into 109, that comes out to be 67.36. So retracement at the rate of 61.8% is 489 minus 67.36 is 421.6. Likewise, we can calculate for 38.2% and other ratios. However, one need not manually do this, as the software will do this for us. Here is another example where the chart has rallied from rupees 288 to rupees 338. Therefore, 50 points move makes up for the Fibonacci up move. The stock retracement back 38.2% to rupees 319 before resuming its up move. The Fibonacci retracement can also be applied to falling stocks to identify levels up to which the stock can bounce back. In the chart DLF Limited, the stock started to decline from 187 to rupees 120.6, thus making 67 points as the Fibonacci down move. After the down move, the stock attempts to bounce back, retracing back to rupees 162, which is 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Now coming to the second topic of the video, that is Fibonacci retracement construction. So as we now know, Fibonacci retracements are the movements in the chart that go against the trend. To use the Fibonacci retracement, we should first identify the 100% Fibonacci move. The 100% move can be an upward rally or a downward rally. To mark the 100% move, we need to pick the most recent peak and trough on the chart. Once this is identified, we connect them using a Fibonacci retracement tool. This is available in most of the technical analysis software package, including different softwares you can use basically. Here is a step-by-step guide. So first step is identify immediate peak and trough. In this case, the trough is at rupees 150 and the peak is at rupees 240. The 90 point move make it 100%. So you can see here, and the 90% move make it 100%. Select the Fibonacci retracement tool from the chart tool. Use the Fibonacci retracement tool to connect the troughs and the peak. After selecting the Fibonacci retracement tool from the chart tool, the trader have to click on trough first, and without unclicking, he has to drag the line till the peak. While doing this, simultaneously the Fibonacci retracement tool start getting plotted on the chart. However, the software completes the retracement identification process only after selecting both the troughs and the peak. This is how the chart looks after selecting both points. You can now see the Fibonacci retracement levels are calculated and loaded on the chart. Use this information to position yourself in the market. Now moving to the third topic of the video, how should you use the Fibonacci retracement level? Think of a situation where You wanted to buy a particular stock, but you have not been able to do so because of a sharp run up in the stock. The most prudent action to take would be to wait for a retracement in the stock in such a situation. Fibonacci retracement levels such as 61.8%, 38.2%, and 23.6% act as a potential level up to which a stock can correct. By plotting the Fibonacci retracement level, the traders can identify those retracement level and therefore position himself for an opportunity to enter the trade. However, please note, like an indicator, use the Fibonacci retracement as an confirmation tool. I would buy a stock only when it has passed the other checklist item. In other words, my conviction to buy would be higher if the stock has formed a recognizable candlestick pattern. The stop loss coincide with the SNR level. Volumes are above average. Along the above points, if the stop loss also coincide with the Fibonacci level, I know the trade setup is well aligned to all the variables, and hence I would go in for strong buy. The word strong usage indicates the level of conviction in the trade setup. The more confirming factors we use to study the trend and the reversal, more robust is the signal. The same logic can also be applied for the short trade. So, the key takeaways from this chapter are: the Fibonacci series forms the basics for Fibonacci retracement. A Fibonacci series have many mathematical properties. These mathematical properties are prevalent in many aspects of nature. Traders believe the Fibonacci series has its application in stock charts as it identified potential retracement level. Fibonacci retracements are level 61.8%, 38.2%, 23.6%, up to which a stock can retrace before it resumes the original directional move. At Fibonacci retracement level, the trader can look at initiating a new trade. However, before initiating the trade, other points in the checklist should be confirmed. So this is all about the Fibonacci retracement. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.